Hi everyone, this is Laura and I'd like to share with you real quick a project that I finished making over the weekend. This is an altered cigar box and it's one of those boxes that I told you guys that my husband made friends with one of the stores and the gentleman handed him 25 boxes. And I am not kidding. I have 8 of them already that I gave to my cousin, and this I decorated a few of them as little simple storage containers for myself, and this is actually the first one that I actually altered that is for someone else. It's actually for the gentleman that donated, that gave me the 25 boxes. He actually commissioned a box, and he wanted it to be in pink for a lady friend of his, I guess a girlfriend, you can say. And I asked him what he wanted on it, and he just said as long as it was pink and had flowers on it, and she liked things that were shiny. So I put plenty of bling on it. So let me go over with you real quick how I made the box. First I colored it all in pink, and I used the baby pink folk art paint, and I covered the entire box with that. Then I used Mod Podge and I decorated the whole entire box. I covered it with paper as well, and that was from the Lost and Found collection. Um, I used the pink papers from that collection, and I didn't have too many pink papers to choose from, so I decided to use this rose garden type color. I covered the box on the bottom. I distressed everything also with one lipstick and tea dye, both Tim Holtz distressings. I added some little, well, they're not so little, these are 10 millimeter, but I wish I would have had the 14 millimeter pearls on the bottom, and I actually like putting the pearls on the bottom of the box a lot better than the little wooden pegs that I've been using. I have some white lace that I covered throughout the whole entire box, as you can see there. And then I added some of this gorgeous rickrack that was just gifted to me by Scrapping Latino, who's Jackie. And it is so pretty because it has that shiny efflorescent look to it. Or iridescent. I don't know why I always say iridescent. I apologize. Iridescent shine to this. And then I also layered a pink satin ribbon that I had in my stash that's about 1.5 inches thick. And then on top of the satin ribbon, I added some pink, the dark pink flat back pearl and the dark pink mesh bling. And I added that going all around the box, as you can see. To the front, I added a piece of that satin ribbon that I tucked under the paper, and under this rose bloom I added a metal embellishment that I had in my collection. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but to the back of it, how I hung that on was I hot glued a bottle cap from the cans of cola, um, the pop top or the pop cap, or I don't know what they call these, but the little piece on top of the can, I hot glued that to the back so that I would be able to hang that ribbon onto this metal embellishment. And then I added some bling to that, and then underneath that I had some wire that I added a little photo frame charm to, and a rhinestone pink heart bling. Alrighty, then to the top of the box, I had all these rose blooms that were given to me by Becca, who's Body Scrapbookera here on YouTube. And to the centers of those blooms, I added some pearls that came from my stash. I also added some of these little pink flowers that also came from my stash, and these green little ribbon flowers that my husband just gave to me, and another little beautiful pink flower. It's also iridescent, and it is sort of a light pink and white that was also given to me by Scrapping Latina, and a rack I just recently received. And I have some more pink flatback pearls. And these rhinestones here are the new rhinestones that my cousin picked up for me over at the 99-cent store, that I have to hurry up and pay her for picking them up for me. And I also used on this flourish here, and this flourish here was made out of chipboard, and I colored it with the baby pink as well, and I lined the whole thing up, and then I added random pieces of large bling that I had in my collection, ovals, circles. And this right here is one of my Tim Holstein. It's the bird cage. And I just took the little birdie, and I also added paint and Mod Podge and glitter. And I put some tea dye down here and a little black bead for the eye. I also added some of these embellishments from a garland that I took apart that I had in my collection. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's glitter all over this box, and that comes from this. This is extreme glitter. It's in the rose color. I don't know if you guys, my camera does not focus well at all. But it's the rose color one. I just have to dilute it because I find it to be a little bit much, and it does give a tinge to it, so just be careful when you do use that. I have also some more of these flowers that were also in my stash, and this one, this is a wild orchid flower, as is this one, and I have some more of those beads. I have some more blooms here that I also added some more of those pearl centers to. And this embellishment here, this metal charm, was actually in gold, and I put a lot of white and silver rub and buff on there, and I wanted to just take some of that gold away from it. And another flower that was given to me by my sweet friend Jackie. Thank you so much, Jackie, for that rack again, because that was super duper super sweet of you. And on the inside of the box, I just lined it with the coordinating paper. This is a Bo Bunny stamp that I had in my collection that I stamped on there, and this is one of the flourishes that I had from an Anna Griffith stamp set that I purchased so long ago. And then I didn't want to be too neat with the ribbon. I wanted it to get that rough, sort of scrunchy, rough, edgy look to the ribbon, almost distressed, almost like it was worn. So I just hot glued it very randomly to the bottom of the box. And then for the top of the box, I stamped some of my images from Stamper's Best. I added one of these little blings that came from Jolie's. That were the hangy shiny blings. I have this little butterfly that I believe was also given to me in one of my first racks from Jackie as well. It was either Jackie or Becca. I can't remember. That was a while ago. And I have another one of those pretty little iridescent flowers. Again, these were just two dress forms by Stamper's Best. I decided to stamp there. And this little mess back here, this was from one of the stencils by Tattered Angels. And it's a scroll stencil, and I just kind of wanted to give that paper some dimension. These photo corners I also stamped on there were also by from the Anna Griffith collection of stamps that I think it was called Fancy Flourishes, that I also used. And this is an Eiffel Tower. I just put a pink little bow with a bead, and I have some rhinestones going all the way throughout. I didn't know this bottom of this paper has a lot of fancy design to it, and I didn't know if I wanted to cover that with the rhinestones, so I kind of left it like that. I figured it would have, oopsies, I'm sorry, it would have more the appearance of a glittery tower if I just left it alone. But anywho, so that's my box. And this is what I've been working on this weekend. Oh, and I have a little heart bling there on top of the bird cage. And I decided to hackle the bird outside of the bird cage. I usually stick the birdie inside, but I didn't feel like doing that this time. And I was actually happy with it. My daughter, of course, fell in love with the box, and now she doesn't want me to give it away. She wants to keep it for herself. So needless to say, I have a lot more boxes coming in my future. So they are not letting me work on my little paper bags. They're making me work on these boxes, and my layouts are suffering as well. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. Thank you all for watching, and have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.